on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, we're here. We're just trying to get our guests connected so we can have the conversation. We have two guests joining us all the way from River State, two lawyers. And I'll have to, first of all, start by saying good morning to all of you who are out there listening to us right here on the Morning Crossfire. We're talking River State and the River State Supreme Court judgment. I don't have a copy in my hands. I've not laid my hands on a copy as a certified true copy. So we'll stick to what we know. But I'd like to say good morning to you. For those of you listening from wherever you are in the world, good morning. And of course, I'm sure you already know what the issues at play are with regards to River State. We'll be speaking with two guests. They are both lawyers. One is a member of the River State House of Assembly, although some are arguing, the other side will be arguing that they are not members because they're defected. But that is the subject of a court appeal right now. But he's a member of the River State House of Assembly. He was with us last time we discussed River State, and he's here again. His name is Honorable Lolo Isaiah. Honorable, good morning to you. While he's trying to get set, we'll just give him a few minutes. Honorable, you have to, if you can set your phone this way, that would be appreciated. Yes. Okay, and we're also expecting to have another honorable who is Mr. Tamuno Williams. Tamuno Williams is a former chairman of Okrika local government area, and he's also a legal practitioner as well, so he'll be joining us in a matter of seconds. 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. That is the first number to call. We have a second number, which is 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. Second number, and you can call and have your say. Honorable Isaiah, good morning to you. It's good to have you on the program.
Good morning, Kofi.
Okay. All right. Have you congratulations in order? If I were to congratulate you, will I be in order?
Thank you very much. I know that.
Okay. Why so? Because some are saying, we should not congratulate you. The court did not talk about. So, can you tell us, as far as, because I know you were in Abuja. We saw you online on TV. So I know you were in Abuja. What can you tell us as far as the event of Friday is concerned? Do you have a copy of the CTC copy of the judgment?
The CTC is usually at the court. We are waiting for the court to release the CTC. But for now, I was in the courtroom when the judgment was given. So I have a lot of ideas concerning the judgment.
All right.
Kofi.
Yeah. So tell us what did I think it's Milordremo Justice Akumaye from Cross River State who read out the decision. Can you tell us what he said? Since you were there.
Kofi, the whole matters were all consolidated. A lot of matters were put together and gave judgment. Similar ones with almost close similar facts. So they consolidated almost about 8 to 10 matters together. Then they gave the judgment simultaneously on each of them. One is the allocation matter, the stoppage of allocation. The second one is the legitimacy of the assembly. Then the final one was the invalidation of the local government election. Kofi, when people say they are yet to discuss the legitimacy of the Martins Ameule and 26 members, I think that is laughable. Because a court cannot come to your house and tell you that it is Martins Amewule and the 26 members that are the assembly members. They will give their own verdict in their terms. And it is not, I understand that it's not everybody understands the legal terms. But to be very explicit, they express it in a very clear and unambiguous language, telling the world that, look, as we speak, 27 members assembly, you cannot manage you cannot manage the state with 12.5% legislature. And therefore, the 27 members whom you allege that have defected are still members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. What else again are they still waiting to hear? They said that once that is said clearly by the Supreme Court, who else again is going to speak? They should go and appeal to God now. Because there is nowhere again, there is nothing again to say. Even the court, whatever court they are relying on, don't know where they are going to again. For them to say they are waiting for High Court judgment. The High Court judgment now superior to Supreme Court judgment.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Honorable. Yeah. Honorable. You sound a bit far. I don't know if it's from your end or my end, but the audio is not clear. Maybe you will have to draw closer to your phone. Maybe you can put your. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, we want to take calls while Honorable is trying to get his audio sorted out. The number to call 0201-277-0993. We have 0201-465-7190. Can you hear me now, Honorable Lolo? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. You know you are.
Do I sound better?
Yes.
I sound better now?
Yes. You know why we like having you on is because you always have everything covered. You know, your lighting, your framing, your sound. You know, and yes. So you've said that you were in court, and my lord, the honorable justices of the Supreme Court gave rulings or judgment on three matters. Number one is the allocation. Number two is legitimacy of the assembly, and number three is the election. I guess these were the matters that said they were the local government election. They were consolidating from the cases before Justice Lifu. And I'm trying to remember the two other judges who gave
Omoto Show.
Yes, Lifu and one more.
Omoto Show judgment.
Yes. Okay. So, I think somebody's called. Oh yeah. So there were three of them. Omoto Show, Lifu, and
Justice Lifu, Justice Omoto Show's judgment, and the other one is I think it was.
Okay.
One lady, I've forgotten that one.
It'll come back to mind. Yes. Okay, so can you tell me explicitly, since you were there, what did the Supreme Court panel of justices say about the River State allocation from the federal government?
You see, Kofi, when they were discussing the allocation matter, they said there is no budget of the state because budget was not presented to the 27 members led by the Martins Amewule group, which I am part of. Now, there is no contention concerning who is the speaker. Martins Amewule was the rightly elected speaker by the legislature. And now somebody come with a court injunction to stop us from continuing our legislative business. And at that point, the appeal court said, no, you do not have jurisdiction. State High Court does not have jurisdiction to entertain such matter. And therefore, status quo ante bellum. That is what they said. I think we've discussed this before, Kofi.
Yeah.
Now, it means go back to the former condition you were before you come to court. Now, how was it? It is Martins Amewule was the speaker. Now, the governor bluntly, or how do I put it, legally, unconstitutionally, went and presented budget to 3 members, which is against Section 91 and Section 96 of the 1999 Constitution, which gives a quorum. You must form a quorum before you start the business of the House. By virtue of the 1999 Constitution as altered, you must form a quorum before you start the business of the House. And what is a quorum when it comes to the Rivers State House of Assembly constituted by 32 members? Quorum should be at least 10. You presented budget to 3 persons, or let's assume 4 persons. That is 12.5% of the entire assembly members, which is uncalled for. Now, if you've had at least 1/3 of the House, it would have been a little bit weighty. The court may consider it in a way that they will say, well, they were able to meet up with the formation of the quorum, but they did not have the 2/3 majority to approve the budget for the governor. But this time, 4 persons sat down, approved the budget within some minutes, and the next in the evening, the governor signed it into law. So the Supreme Court said, you cannot do that. It is against the constitutional provision. And therefore, that budget is nullified based on a Omotosho judgment. Now, if the budget is now nullified, you spent all the money for 2024 illegally. So when you spent money illegally, that is gross misconduct. Kofi, and Section 188 give birth to Section 188 talks about gross misconduct and the implication of gross misconduct. I won't go deep into that, but for now, let me just tell you that, Kofi.
Honorable Lolo, you
said there is no budget.
Hold on.
Sorry, Kofi. Let me just give you one express statement they made.
Yeah.
Yes, they said. Okay.
Okay, Lolo. Yes. So you're saying that what the governor did by spending
state. They said the federal government. Yeah.
You said it amounts to gross misconduct, and we know the implication of gross misconduct, and you do not want to say more than that. Are you saying that you and the other members of the Mata-Amehule-led Rivers State House of Assembly are going to impeach Governor Fubara? Let's just cut the chase and get straight to that. Honorable Lolo, are you there? Okay, the network has interfered with his...
Yes,
are you there? Okay, let me bring in...
yes, I'm there.
Let me bring in your learned colleague, Honorable Tamuno Williams. Sir, former chairman of Akrika local government area River State. Honorable Williams, you have to engage your auto-rotate so that the thing can... because, yes, well...
Tamuno Williams.
Okay, we'll manage with that. So what's your take? Because Honorable Lolo here has said that the governor engaged in gross misconduct by going ahead to sign a budget that was not presented before a State House of Assembly duly constituted with a required quorum. And we know the implication of gross misconduct. Mr. Williams, your take on that, please. Good morning to you and welcome.
Yes, Kofi, good morning. I apologize. The network had been a little bit problematic.
Sorry, sir. Thank you.
I just, from the summary you have given to me, that is exactly what most right-thinking human beings in the world are expecting the Honorable to say. It's not a surprising thing. It's not shocking. You know the state of our country. You know the state, the morality and character of the Nigerian state. I won't go into specifics. So for right-thinking people, gentlemen and ladies, we know what is playing out. The budget.
So what is playing out? If you may, you can inform us what exactly is playing out that you're referring to, sir.
What is playing out is that the Supreme Court has given a judgment on the legality of the budget that was presented by the governor of Rivers State, and also nullified the local government elections. And then the Honorable in the studio with you has talked about the constitutional provisions for budget and the likely attendant legislative legal consequences. That is what's playing out. It's not surprising. I'm sure that the over 2 million Rivers men and women are waiting for the drama to unfold fully. But what is unknown to him and me and you is that when you look at the Nigerian history, this is not the first time. In Rivers State, when Adams Babotoridima was speaker, I want the Honorable to tell us, if he doesn't mind, how many persons at that time formed the Rivers State House of Assembly when more than 90% of the members were chunked off by a court judgment. But coming to the issue specifically, the matter is that the genesis of the problem in Rivers State is about political supremacy struggle. The Supreme Court did not give justice, they gave a judgment. As we speak, there's a judgment from the Supreme Court which said local government allocation must be paid directly to the local government. And it took well over 4 months for that judgment to be implemented. But I'm sure this judgment that was given at the Supreme Court on Friday must have been implemented already. But the germane question is this: where does all this take Rivers State to? 1 year and 7 months into a new administration, we are still talking about budget, talking about legitimacy of the governor, talking about the House of Assembly.
Okay, Honorable Williams, yes, we'll come back to you in the jiffy and also to Honorable Lolo after this commercial break, and we'll throw the lines open as well for our listeners to comment on it, because we want to know the implications going forward, because as it is today, we don't know what will happen at the local council secretariats across Rivers State. So we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Anna snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Are you in the agro-island food and beverage manufacturing, printing, or packaging industry? Get ready to position your business for success. Meet potential customers and collaborate with global industry leaders at one of Nigeria's biggest international trade shows. Agro-Food and Plasprint Pack Nigeria marks 10 years of connecting businesses and driving growth. Join us at the Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos, from March 25th to March 27th, 2025, for an anniversary edition packed with opportunities. Meet with exhibitors from Europe, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Asia, and Africa to showcase your products, innovations, and machine requirements. You can also sponsor to gain high-level exposure or attend as a visitor to explore new opportunities. Register now at www.agrofood-nigeria.com and www.ppp-nigeria.com or call 0902-222-2226. Be a part of this milestone. See you there.
He of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby? Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Mama, you know say pudding they make small pikin grow well and strong.
Since I discovered Maggi soya chunks, to add protein to my food don't dey easy. You fit add them to your rice, spaghetti, noodles or stew 10 minutes before food done.
Now, I know they worry whether them get protein for food because with Maggi soya chunks, I fit give them protein for food.
Protein every day for my family.
Halilas, Ramadan Kareem. Ramadan Kareem to you to Hajia. I see you're doing a little shopping.
Yes, so you know Ramadan is a time to nourish our spirit, minds, and bodies. And I'm stocking up on Bonvita to share with my family and friends so we can all win every day this Ramadan.
I came here for the same reason.
This Ramadan, walk into any store and buy the 450-gram pack of Bonvita today to enjoy 50-gram extra for free. Promo valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply. Bonvita, prepare them to win every day.
Omo, hunger dey show people shaky. Dollar and petrol prices just dey turn on your own. But we for Union Bank don package 131 million naira for grabs for the Save and Win Pali promo 4. You could be one of our 3 lucky winners to win the grand prize of 5 million naira each and other exciting prizes. To win, save 10,000 naira or more for your Union Bank account and do at least 5 transactions monthly. To open an account, visit unionbankng.com or the nearest branch today. Promo applies to new and existing customers, but terms and conditions dey sha. Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Ramadan, a season to feed the soul and mind. It is the season to share a helping hand in prayer and deeds. A season to share happiness, to put a smile on someone's face, and food another stable. It's the time to share happiness with Golden Penny. Share happiness and nourish families with a range of Golden Penny food products. Ramadan Mubarak from Golden Penny. Golden Penny, home of good foods. Serving happiness, nourishing families.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire 99.3 Nigeria Info. We have Lagos tuned in, and of course listeners from around the world. I can tell you that a lot of people listening from River State as we speak. Please call in on 0201 465 7190 0201 4657190. We're streaming live on YouTube. Search for our page Nigeria Info FM. We're also streaming live on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM or type Nigeria space info space 99.3. Don't forget the One Play lottery is on. You can win 25,000 naira if you play. All you have to do is get to the website www.oneplay.ng, the number 1 and the word play.ng, or and click on the box that has a Nigeria Info logo, or you can dial *347 *880 *3 hash, *347 *880 *3 hash, and follow the prompts. We have Honorable Lolo Opuende Isaiah. He's the honorable member representing Akukotoro State Constituency, the River State House of Assembly. I don't know if Tamuno Williams will agree that he's still a member of the House, so you tell me, sir, if you agree. We have Honorable Tamuno Williams. He's a lawyer and also former chairman of Okrika local government area. Honorable Lolo is also a lawyer as well, so it makes for a good conversation. Gentlemen, thanks for your time once again. And for those of you listening, of course, you're aware of the Supreme Court judgment regarding matters arising in River State after they had taken a decision to consolidate the cases for River State, both from the House of Assembly, the local government elections, and others. So we're diving into that significant development. What does it mean for Governor Fubara's fortunes going forward? What does it mean for River State? Yesterday, the governor of River State gave a statewide broadcast where he promised to fully implement the judgment of the Supreme Court. He's also ordered the local government chairman in River State to hand over to the administrative secretaries of the local government pending the organizing of a new election by the River State Independent Electoral Commission, which is constitutionally empowered to be the ones to call for an election. We know that last week Friday the Supreme Court delivered a ruling or judgment that has profound implications for the political situation in River State. The court nullified the local government elections held on October 5, 2024, which had seen candidates from, and this time not the People's Democratic Party or the All Progressives Congress, but from Action People's Party, declared as winners. We won't go into all the details, but we know, if you recall, that the All Progressives Congress challenged those elections in a unanimous verdict. A 5-member panel led by Justice Uwani Abaji found that the Rivers State Electoral Commission did not adhere to the necessary legal prerequisites before conducting the election, and also that was addressed by the Supreme Court as well. The Supreme Court also addressed the issue of the Rivers State House of Assembly in the presentation of the budget, and also talked about the allocation for Rivers State from the federal government, what they go every month to get from the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission. So I want to go back to our guests. Let me go back to Honorable Lolo before I get back to Tamuno Williams. Sir, what did the judge, Akumaye, who read out the judgment, did he say that, did he comment on the issue of defection of yourself and others from the PDP to the APC? Or was he talking about the presentation of the budget?
Yes, Kofi, without mixing words, let me tell you, even in the appeal that at the appeal against the allocation, the stoppage of allocation, which gave judgment to them and said that the court does not have jurisdiction to entertain such matter, at the appeal court clearly states that the alleged defected member, the people you allege that they have defected, are still members of Rivers State House of Assembly. And the budget ought to have been presented to them. But the only disparity they had was that, look, the court that entertained that matter does not have jurisdiction. But at the Supreme Court, when the Supreme Court was making their pronouncement, they clearly said that, in fact, the Federal High Court has exclusive jurisdiction to entertain such matter. So they reiterated again that the alleged defected members are members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. In fact, they are the ones you ought to have presented your budget to. That federal government cannot continue to fund a state without a budget presented to a well-constituted House of Assembly members. And that was their reason for the stoppage of the allocation. So I don't know what else they are waiting to hear.
So how does this relate? What is the implication of all this, especially bearing in mind that there is a subsisting case before that was before the River State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt that is now on appeal regarding the loss of your seat?
Supreme Court has spoken, and I don't think I cannot preempt what the whatever the judge will say. But before their last sitting, I was meant to understand that the judge openly told them, "Look, I cannot drag jurisdiction. I cannot share jurisdiction with Supreme Court. Supreme Court is already handling the matter, and therefore he adjourned the matter to April Abi also. So we are waiting. When the time comes, it is let's assume it is sub judice. So I don't have anything to comment on it.
Okay.
All right. When they will,
Mr. Williams, Governor Fubara has already said sometime last week that the issue of the lawmakers' legitimacy, following their defection, is not before the Supreme Court, but before the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt. Bearing in mind what Honorable Lolo has said, and bearing in mind what we know came out from the court regarding the presentation of budget and the legitimacy of the Martin Amehule-led River State House of Assembly, is the governor right to say that that matter was not before the Supreme Court? Has the Supreme Court made a final decision on that issue, therefore rendering what's happening at lower courts academic?
All right, Kofi, first of all, every judgment
normally we have two critical parts, what we call the ratio decidendi and the obiter dictum. The ratio talks about the reason for the judgment, and that is the efficacious part of the judgment. And normally it will flow from the claim and issues that were litigated before the court. Now, as I speak, I'm sure my learned friend, he may have had a judgment already. I have not read the judgment. So I'll be speaking without the benefit of hindsight. Now, but what we have read so far, one, that the elections into local government in October was not in compliance with the extant statute. Two, that the budget ought to have been presented to the House of Assembly, and that was not done. These are the two issues. And then they went on to say that the federal government cannot give River State its share of federal allocation. Now, the entire judgment explains the crooked complexity of Nigeria. That's the truth. The honorable member may be excited, happy that they have a judgment. But the bottom line is that, is this the kind of federalism we run, where the resources, we have tiers of government? River State is a semi-autonomous entity, okay? At the federal level. Now, the resources of a tier of government is being seized by another tier of government. It may be nice today, but tomorrow, it may not be nice for even the honorable, even for the president. That's the truth of the matter. So, clearly as we speak, we are speaking without reading the judgment fully. Okay. However, I know, and my learned friend knows, that the core issue as to their defection is before a court of competent jurisdiction. Now the question is, can the Supreme Court, in a judgment where issues are not joined on a particular fact, give a sweeping judgment that covers all the ground? Yes, the Supreme Court can do it, either correctly or incorrectly. But in law, the Supreme Court can make a mistake and sit again to reverse itself. But my interest, Kofi, this morning is, what is actually happening in Rivers State? What is happening in our judiciary? Look, law is an instrument for social engineering. But what we see is that the law is used for the aggrandizement of people's ego, pure and simple.
Okay, so in this case, whose ego is being massaged? In this case, whose ego is what are we talking about?
The answer is very simple, and Solomon gave it out in the Holy Book, where the one who does not own the child say, "Tia, let me take my part and go." Okay, people have served out their tenure. People are in the assembly, whose focus should be, what am I delivering to my constituents? How many months do I go home to hold a town hall meeting? Kofi, you see what's happening in the US. The leader of America, Donald Trump, you see what's happening in the US. You see where members of the House of Reps are being engaged in.
All right. I'll come back to you shortly. Yes. I want to just go back to, yes, to Honorable Lolo. Honorable Lolo, you've heard from Mr. Williams there, talking about Solomon and then the two women who were laying claim to the baby. And where one woman said, divide the baby into two, I'll take mine, she takes hers. And the rightful mother said, no. Save the baby, let her take it if that means the baby will live. Now, I think I've had some analysis on this, complaining and asking, why did Yenson Wike go around, Kelechi Wogu, I'm sure you probably were there, and celebrate, jubilate, dance, and sing praises to God for this judgment, when it means that River State allocation will be frozen, denied, which means that, worker salary may not be paid, infrastructure may not be completed, healthcare may not be provided. That was what. So what do you think about that? The celebration and jubilation for the freezing of River State's statutory allocation?
Kofi, number one thing is that whenever a judgment is given, if it is in your favor, the judges are good. The judiciary is the common hope of the hope of the common man. When the judgment is not in your favor, the judiciary is corrupt. That is what we hear every day. Now, you were there when Similai Efura, the governor of Rivers State, said clearly on a live video that those people, I don't know what they call themselves, whether Nigerian police or whatever. If they say they don't want to come and conduct election for us, we have security, they should go with their security. You see, when you violate the extant provisions of the Constitution and the extant laws that guide your election, the effect of that is nullity, effort in futility. You are supposed to give 90 days notice to all political parties before coming up with your timetable. You violated that provision. And when the Supreme Court looks at it, the Supreme Court said when it borders on the constitutionality, when a case borders on constitutionality, they don't think about anything rather than to correct the wrong. So you don't expect Supreme Court to say, Fobra, you've done your election and go with it. Now let me respond to him. Were you not there, Tamuno, when Similai Efura withheld the funds of Rivers State Legislature? For more than a year, we've not been paid. Were you not there when he stopped the allocation of the local government chairman, the outgoing local government chairman as at 10? 3 months to the expiration of their tenure, he withheld their funds. 3 months. 3 months allocation. That it was good. Don't pay them because they have these people, they are that people. See, sometimes when you clap on for evil, evil will clap on for you. That's what I know. When you clap on for evil, we are not paid. Till today, Kofi, as I speak to you, we are not paid. But series of court judgment have been telling him, look, don't do this. Until now, he said he wants to implement Supreme Court judgment. It is not his duty to even implement. How is he going to implement it? What is he implementing?
Okay.
What is he implementing? It is not his duty. It is not his duty. There is no obligation there to implement because the Supreme Court stopped. So are you going to say, okay, I want to return all the monies to the central bank? Is that the way you want to implement it? Or I want to present budget, the 2024 budget to the Rivers State House of Assembly? Is that the way you want to implement it? When he says he wants to implement it, it's laughable. And imagine when the state governor would do a live video and there is a voiceover on it.
Okay, talking about when he talked about
the whole world is watching.
Okay,
people most times clap for evil. They believe that whatever thing that is done that is in their camp is okay. But
let's allow Honorable Tamuno Williams. Tamuno Williams, please come in at this point. Thank you, Lolo. Tamuno Williams, please.
Okay. First of all, what my learned colleague is saying about whether I was not there, I'm not aware of what he's talking about. His salary being held and all that because it's not.
If you're not aware, then what are you doing here?
You are looking very chubby, honorable.
Yes, I look chubby because I'm not. I see the fact that your governor refused to pay us.
My governor
never render me. Yes, the fact that your governor refused to pay us will never render me homeless or render me cashless.
Honorable,
that's it.
Honorable, Mr. Fubara is our governor. Is your governor?
We're talking here.
Say what?
I worked for him to become a governor.
So first of all, we agree that it's our governor.
I printed posters for him without a dime from him. Then I voted for him. I went and mobilized people to vote for him again. But when he comes back to come and declare me on a live television that they do not exist, their existence is as a result of me making them exist. You see that as godly. Now, when it comes to federal government stopping allocation, you see that as evil.
No, honorable. I think I'm here to talk to enlighten Rivers people.
You are not enlightening anybody. You are not enlightening anybody. You clap on for evil, and you expected people to be happy with you. You did election without security. You did election without without obeying the provisions of the law, and you see that as good.
Okay, sir, let me take you on the law. You and I know.
You as a lawyer, Section 91 and Section 96 talks about quorum, formation of the assembly. You must form a quorum. Sorry. Let's assuming, but not conceding. The whole 27 assembly members are not even existing. Let's assume. Will you still go ahead to say you want to? Okay, as a result of natural disaster, something happened. Will you go ahead to give?
Okay, I think the gods have decided that Tamuno Williams should speak.
Yes, I can make my contribution.
Yes, please go on.
Now, the point is this: in our climb here, the law is like a decimal point. It's shifting from point to point. You recall I was local government chairman. I was suspended from office by the governor of the state. Okay, I didn't go to court because I knew if I went to court, my matter may still be in court as I speak. That is the kind of state system we're on. Kofi, I want to inform you that on Friday.
That's you're saying when Nyesom Wike became governor, he removed you as local government chairman.
No, my successors were removed from office.
Okay, your successors. Okay.
By Governor Wike.
Okay.
He went to court, and they were elected. Were removed. It was on Friday the judgment was given by the court of appeal, reinstating them.
Yes.
So as we're
that's those now, elected in 2015, removed in 2015.
2015.
Yes.
2015. Yes. There's a valid court judgment saying that as we're speaking in the eye of the law, the court of appeal have reinstated the elected chairman in 2015. This is 2000.
Your governor will not even obey that judgment.
No, not my honorable, please. Now, don't make it look funny. You worked for him more than I did. You said so. You said
I said the governor of the state will not even obey that judgment. If he's obeying that judgment, why is he handing over the local government to HLGAs?
So
you just said that
he will not obey. He will not obey.
Hold on. You just said that it is not for him to obey even the Supreme Court judgment. But what I'm saying
I did not say obey. I say implementation. Implementation. That's what I said.
You and I know that there's a process for a judgment to be enforced. You and I know.
It is not within his capacity. He does not know the law. Your governor did not read. He did not study
gentlemen. Gentlemen.
There's no law in the state.
Let me, sir.
Like there is no law in the state.
Gentlemen, please.
There is no law in the
please, I want us to move on now. Now that Honorable Tamuno Williams has brought in the issue of the judgment on the 2015 case of the local government chairman removed by the then governor, His Excellency Nyesom Wike. I want to ask because there's that has
been overtaken by events.
No, there's a suspicion that hold on. Okay, there's a suspicion that 3 local government chairmen or 3 persons will resume duty today. Number 1, the heads of administration that Governor Fubara has said should take over from the outgone local government chairman, who probably the eyes of the law were never even local government chairman. Number 2, that those 2015 chairmen may also resume, and then number 3, some of whom now may even be loyalists of Nyesom Wike, and then number 3, the likes of Samuel Osike, the likes of Chidi Lloyd, whom were there before Fubara, organized the election, or RISEC did that, are also going to resume. So, Tamuno Williams, who now do you think will or should be in charge of these local government councils?
Now, in legal theory, there are various principles. The law abhors a vacuum, and then no legal system will bring upon a situation where what is created will be impossible to enforce. You said 1. The Supreme Court has said elected chairman in last year not properly elected. They are gone. Their matter is concluded. They can only appeal to God in heaven, so it's gone. Then the chairman whose tenure were extended by honorable by 6 months. I don't know, they have not seen that law. So I don't know, you will tell us someone. The time they extended has also elapsed. The Supreme Court did not say that that those whose tenure were extended, the law they enacted will not take. We didn't hear that, so you cannot read that into the Supreme Court judgment. Then the appeal court has said, look, those who were unlawfully removed in 2005 have been reinstated.
15.
They have a valid case. 2015. They have a valid
10
case.
years ago.
The governor said, look, yes, governor said, look, in order to prevent anarchy, gentlemen, hand over to the head of local government.
Is that known to law?
So it is known to law.
Okay.
It is conventional.
All right.
That is the procedure. You cannot allow a vacuum to exist.
All right.
So it is from that point that the legal machinery will begin to crawl gradually.
Okay.
But my major take is that in all this, let my learned friend, ask himself.
Okay, quickly.
If this situation we are in is the best for our state.
All right, interesting. Honorable, you can answer the question, Lolo, and also tell me, when are you and your colleagues resuming the office? You are back in Port Harcourt from Abuja, I know. So are you going to the River State House of Assembly? Well, are you going to resume sitting, let me say, today, since our assembly has been demolished? And if you resume sitting, what will happen? Will you take any action? Very quickly, in 30 seconds, Honorable.
Kofi, sitting, I can't tell.
Kofi is laughing because that's the main point.
Very quickly.
Kofi,
yes.
Kofi, by virtue of Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution, it is even the assembly members that supervise local government affairs, which is known. My learned friend can attest to that. Okay. The governor does not have that power to be appointing or directing who will take care of the local government. If it is anybody that should say that, it should be the assembly that would direct, because the assembly, the local government is directly under the supervision of the assembly.
Are you going to sit today? If you do, are you going to impeach the governor based on that gross misconduct you talked about?
No. I'm not even preempting that. We're not preempting that. The governor is our governor.
Okay.
But the point is
a growing enterprise or a global powerhouse? Verto helps you experience fast, frictionless global transactions. Need to receive money across continents? Just Verto it. With Verto, you can receive money from over 170 countries in the world and get paid in over 50 currencies, quickly and securely. Our borderless solutions empower startups and large enterprises globally. Effortlessly accept payments, streamline payouts, manage finances, automate financial tasks, and grow revenue. Verto. Cross-border payments simplified. Get started now at www.vertofx.com.
Share your next holiday trip with South African Airways and enjoy a special discount on any of our holiday destinations. South African Airways offers special fares for individuals, family, and groups to experience the best of Africa, from the beautiful sunrise in Cape Town to the breathtaking natural beauty of Victoria Falls. Fly your family to enjoy the magnificent beaches and crystal clear waters in Mauritius. Plug into the historical events and places in Harare and Lusaka. Wow, it's a holiday like never before in Africa. Contact us on telephone 201-270-268125 or email reservationslagos@flysaa.com. Log on to flysaa.com or reach out to your nearest travel agent. Make it a memorable holiday with South African Airways. South African Airways, connecting Africa to the world, one flight at a time.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand?
all our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma'am. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Morn to help fuel your family to win every day. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
We see you, Mr. As my guy don't win. Please say don't ginger. No dollar. With the jolly just come welcome offer. BetKing is giving you 100 naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 naira instant bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Lagos, the round of 32 is over. This is the round of 16 of the I Beg to Differ debate tournament. On Monday at 4 p.m., the I Beg to Differ studio reopens for the first match of the week. Alexandra Chidima Richie will contest for a slot in the quarterfinals as she takes on her opponent, Anthony Ndukwe Anaga, on the topic, there should be an age limit on when children can own a phone. And at 5 p.m., Odwayo Salami will go head-to-head with Esther Joseph on the topic, elected positions should carry age limits. Lagos's best 16 begin their journey towards the quarterfinal on Monday. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Obi Weezy and Chrisland Schools. Prize money sponsor, Tollywood College. Lagos, we are still open for sponsorship and partnership. Send us an email now on info@nigeriainfo.fm. That is info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, I have a question on gross misconduct and the actions of the River State House of Assembly moving forward, what they're going to do. We'll take the news at 9, and when we come back, we will have the honorables finish up after the news at 9. Okay, we just give them a few minutes to do that before we're done. So please stay with us. Let's step into the newsroom right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Kofi Bartels. We'll be back. Don't forget, after the news at 9 is the FinTech Show. Just still a couple of minutes from them to have the honorables round off. Stay with us, please.
It's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
politics at the Clinton Institute, University College Dublin, Scott Lucas tells Nigeria Info that the second phase of the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas may not happen. In sports, Nigeria's Calvin Bassey scored as Fulham kicked Manchester United out of the FA Cup. Bournemouth is set to face Manchester City in the quarterfinals. Next week, time, that's the headline news.
Lagos, are you ready to be heard?
Yeah, good morning, Kofi Bartels. Hello, good morning, Kofi Bartels. Good morning, Mr. Kofi. Hello, Mr. Kofi Bartels. I'm morning good to all our callers and listeners.
It's your voice that drives the conversation on the Morning Crossfire.
Weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Your opinions, your stories, your take on the hot topics shaping our city and nation. We want to hear from you.
The president is aware that we have a security problem here. I don't know which area you stay in Lagos. There is no light again. No. These investors, are they not hearing that there is no light in Nigeria? Whether somebody loots or somebody will not loot, a lot of things will happen. Why is Tinubu doing this to us?
Join Kofi Bartels for engaging debates, expert insights, and your voice at the heart of every discussion. Don't just listen, participate. Tune in and be part of the conversation. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, we have Honorable Lolo still with us, Honorable Lolo Opuende Isaiah, and of course Honorable Tamuno Williams, both of River State, both lawyers. Honorable Isaiah is a member of the River State House of Assembly, and Honorable Williams is a former chairman of a Krika local government area. Honorable Isaiah, you were answering the question asked before we went to the news break today, and I can see you're dressed in your senator outfit and your Hausa cap and looking ready to go to work. So are you having your sitting today? Those streaming online will see what I'm talking about. Are you sitting, having plenary? What will happen when you sit?
We might sit. We might sit. It is not static. I can say we will sit. We might sit. And sitting is to conduct our normal legislative functions. It's not. We are not going to sit to say we want to witch hunt anybody. No. That's part of it for now. But when that time comes, we will know.
Okay. Mr. Tamuno Williams. Yes.
And there's a question.
Yeah.
And there's a question you asked. He said, "What is gross misconduct?" And I want to respond to it by reading the section of the Constitution that defines gross misconduct. Gross misconduct by virtue of section 188 sub 11 said in this section, gross misconduct means a grave violation or breach of the provisions of this Constitution or a misconduct of such nature as amount in the opinion of the Assembly to gross misconduct. In the opinion of the Assembly to gross misconduct. If our opinion is wrong, then the public can fault us. But if our opinion is true, then at that point, whatever we say is gross misconduct will be seen as gross misconduct. Clearly defined by section in the Constitution as section 188 sub 11 to right. Gross misconduct.
In the event that you because some have said you cannot impeach a governor, it's not a straightforward process. You also need the input of the state attorney general to do that. Am I correct? If I am, Mr. Williams, what do you think? Yes.
Not the state attorney general. It is only the chief judge.
Sorry, the chief judge. Sorry, the CJ of the state. Yes, apologies for that. Yes, Mr. Williams, do you think that this already is going to make it difficult for them to do anything?
No. The issue is not even difficult. First, is that the Constitution is an entity, is a document of its own. You cannot pick and select which section you're going to apply. If I will request my honorable friend to also read the section that talks about defection and the consequences. It's 109, I'm not too sure now. If you read it, you will see that when a member of the House leaves his party to another party, that he loses his seat. There is no procedure that
have we left our party to another party?
No, I'm coming, sir.
Honorable, maybe you might want to answer that. He's asking if he has left his party to another party.
It is not just I'm saying there is documentary evidence, affidavit evidence.
Assuming but not conceding, there was an intention and the intention was withdrawn. Will you still see that as properly done?
All that. The issue of intention and withdrawal, all show the classical nature of our Nigerian state and the key actors like my learned friend. Look, where people have integrity, people resign, not just defection. For example, when I was suspended as local government chairman, I wanted to resign and keep my dignity, okay? Because I cannot be elected and then somebody come to suspend me. But when the stakeholders came to me, they said, Tamuno, don't resign. Against my personal will, I stayed back. But I would tell of a man, late Dr. Jimaden Ifibresma, is the only commissioner in Rivers State who has resigned because he differed with the governor at that time. Look,
I think another one to resign as well. This is a gentleman, former commissioner for information. Yeah, but go on, sir.
Okay, yeah. No. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me come back. Tam George, who happens to be a classmate of mine.
Yeah.
And these two gentlemen are all Okrika people. I'm not saying that we are more honest, though, but two gentlemen are my folks. The point I'm saying is that what you're seeing is a classical manifestation of the character, values of our system. Otherwise, you are putting a section which defines gross misconduct. But you never quote the section that talks about the consequence of defecting, whether intention or no intention.
But he's saying they never defected.
Tamuno, let me ask you a question now.
You called me honorable.
Honorable Tamuno, I'm sorry. Honorable Tamuno, let me ask you a question now. What do you make of the governor who choose to use APP to conduct local government election when he's a member of PDP? What is that? Even if he did not openly say he has defected, what do you make of it?
I'll give you a legal answer and a personal answer. The legal answer is that there is no legal impediment, there's no legal implication because he is not the one conducting the election. Election is conducted by the House of Assembly, by the law made by them, and then by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. Now, as a personal question, you and I know that the political intricacies may have warranted such an action because as the governor of Rivers State in PDP, he's the leader of the party. But he says that leadership has been taken from him. And recall that
we gotta go.
When we were in PDP together, you remember that they went to court and removed G.U. Ake, you recall. And the matter was decided by an area court in Abuja. The court system has actually been the instrument for the Rivers State subjugation, and you agree with me on that. So until we move away from
why should I agree that?
Okay, we have to we have to go, gentlemen. Before we go, we have to go. Honorable Lolo, are you concerned that this any improvement, any impeachment move may not work because the state attorney, chief justice is involved, and he may not favor or play ball with you?
Kofi, let's assume, assuming there is an impeachment taking place now, and the chief judge appoints the father, how do I put it? The actual father of the life to come and tell as a member of the panel
of inquiry.
What is he going to say against the Supreme Court judgment? And by implication, we know that there is a judgment, a subsisting judgment from the final court of the land, which says you did not present budget, and therefore your allocation has been stopped.
Can the chief judge or chief justice refuse to set up that panel?
No, that is his duty. He will set up the panel.
Okay, so
and if he fails to set up the panel, that's his duty. He will set up the panel.
So the road is clear, is what you're saying. Gentlemen, we have to leave it at that. I would have gone on because of time. Okay, so final word.
We are not going towards that direction. So long as I know. We are not preempting impeachment or whatsoever. But if it gets to that level, we are ready.
Okay.
I don't see any reason why a governor should stop the financial emolument to the state assembly.
Okay. All right.
It's wrong.
Final word from Honorable Tamuno Williams. Yes.
My final word is
briefly.
That
yeah.
If you do a survey of the views, feelings of Rivers people, you will know exactly where they stand on this matter. Okay? Their stand will be different from 27 people plus one. Then the second point is that a court judgment has been given that budget was not prepared does not constitute a ground for impeachment. Budget was presented, and that presentation has not been ruled to say, oh, you went to the wrong place, not the right way. That alone is not a crime. If there was no budget presentation, I'll give an example. You move a motion, and after moving the motion, realize that motion was not based on facts. You withdraw it. Even the Supreme Court can give a judgment and realize that the judgment was given par incuriam. That is, when giving the judgment, you not take into account certain legislations. So this budget issue cannot be a valid ground for impeachment unless the people involved want to say so. And it will be the panel decision to decide whether this reaches the threshold or not. And Rivers people, I can tell you, are looking forward to this matter being resolved with the interest of Rivers people at heart.
Okay.
And not to go into creating more problems. Because let me tell you,
we have
in Lagos State, Obasanjo had credit of Lagos State government. Today, Tinubu became president in spite of that incident. It's not the first time.
All right.
Rivers they are prepared,
we have
waiting rugged to meet the second time when they come.
Okay. Some of you talked about, the possibility of violence, in the creeks and all installations being attacked if FUBARA is removed. We don't know about that. We don't have time to look into that. But
So I will support that. I'm on land here.
Yes. Oh, you don't support violence. Honorable Tamuno Williams, former chairman of Krika local government area of Rivers State. Thank you very much for your time, sir. It's been a pleasure having you. We've eaten about 14 minutes into the time of the FinTech show. Also, Honorable Lolo Opuende Isaiah, who is honorable member representing Akokotoro State Constituency 2 in the Rivers State House of Assembly. We're monitoring it. You've said that for now there's no intention of the Martin Amehule-led Rivers State House of Assembly to impeach Governor FUBARA. You're a man of your words, except something drastic happens. So let's see. We'll keep our eyes on that ball. Let's see if anything. But we'll take your word for it. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Kofi Bartels, for having me. Pleasure.
All right.
Honorable, I'm waiting for you. Put a call to me.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. All the best. Thank you, gentlemen. We gotta go. Okay.
All right.
That's the size of our package. I'm so sorry. I know that we would have loved to take a lot of calls, but the gentlemen were giving us very, very important information and firing different salvos, and I just couldn't interrupt. Even my questions, I limited them. So I'm so sorry. Please, we'll keep monitoring this matter and we'll talk about it. I also want to apologize because the FinTech show is up next and eating, deeply into their time. We'll try and connect with the gentleman whilst they're stuck in traffic. I thought we were going to get here by now, but of course, obviously, the traffic is quite terrible. Thank you very much. My name is Kofi Bartels. Stay with us. Keep listening to 99.3 Nigerian for Good Morning.
Subscribe daily to Nigeria Info, and you'll be sure glad you did.
Whose dad is the police officer who's cocking his gun to shoot at me because I don't have 200 naira to give him?
Europe is concerned about Taiwan because America is concerned about Taiwan.
You can't say you don't like trouble. Well, trouble has come, so what are you going to do? Negotiate?
It's all day long, 24/7, on your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. Here on Info, they call us on time. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's